Recent video game releases are more proof that vampires are a perennially popular culture concept. And in today's video, I will show you the 10 best vampire games. So without any further ado, let's start this video. Number 1, we have V Rising. Create the vampire of your dreams in V Rising and battle for survival in an open universe. You'll need blood to grow your abilities, avoid the sun, and establish a loyal army. If you do well, you can become Dracula. Isn't it great? Being in early access, V Rising may have difficulties. Next up we have Vampyr the Masquerade, Bloodhunt. There's no end to the battle royale genre, and although most games are cheap clones, a few stand out with distinct graphics, fascinating gameplay, or both. Vampyr the Masquerade, Bloodhunt fits the both category. The game lets users create a bespoke character from one of the numerous vampire tribes. Number 3, we have Vampyr. Vampyr, as the game is aptly named, is an excellent choice for fans of the vampire genre. It's the only game on our list that could make you feel like a real vampire, living off of human blood to sustain and grow your abilities. Considering it's the newest, it's also the most attractive option. Number 4, we have BloodLust 2 Nemesis. Nemesis is a strong sequel to BloodLust Shadowhunter, released in 2015, and it expands upon its predecessor in many positive ways. The BloodLust games put more of a focus on battle and dungeon exploring, although both draw influence from Vampyr the Masquerade, Bloodlines. Number 5, we have the Bloodstained Series. In the first 2 games, you lead a band of soldiers on a mission to destroy a demonic force. The mysterious Jebel is the only one of the warriors who can transform into a bat, release a swarm, and earn health by dashing through adversaries. Next up we have Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's right, fans of Metroidvania games will recognize all of these staples in this title. Remember, it was Castlevania that popularized the Vania part of Metroidvania. Symphony of the Night was one of the first games of its sort, but it did the concept well while also incorporating role-playing game features. Next up we have Vampyr the Masquerade, Bloodlines. Bloodlines is an action role-playing game set in the world of Vampyr the Masquerade, a tabletop role-playing game created by White Wolf and adapted for video games in 2004. There are 7 distinct vampire families available to the player, each with its own set of skills and playstyle quirks. Number 8, we have Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Lords of Shadow was the better of the two, although Gabriel Belmont doesn't turn a vampire until the second game. The player controls Dracula once he awakens in Castlevania, Lords of Shadow 2. Lords of Shadow 2 includes Castlevania gameplay mechanics, including returning to previously explored region. Next up we have Vampyrs Fall Origins. There are vampires in mythology all across the globe, each with its own unique origin and looks. In Vampyrs Fall Origins, developed by Early Morning Studio, we have a game that tries to do just that. The story unfolds in a quiet town where everyone must prepare to battle for their life. The last game of this video is Vampirem. Vampires aren't the only things that may be hiding in the shadows. WRF Studios' Vampirem is a third-person vampire game. In this experience, you'll be in charge of a vampire, a unique kind of vampire that has both magical ability and the capacity to take not just the blood but also the souls of other living beings. So that's the list of the 10 best vampire games. Your support is much appreciated if you like the video and want to see more from Games Puff.